Morning, Rob, Simon. I've just put together a short PowerPoint summary of what we're trying to achieve. Please contribute your ideas and see whether we're on the right track, and if we are, then we can put this into development. Right. What we've got is a framework, structure, setup that starts at a national level, and for example at a national level might make a decision that they're going to have an impact on weight management, healthy living, and therefore they'll allocate a budget or a cost centre at that level. So if we take the weight management, the next thing that they may do is distribute this regionally. So you've got Scotland, North East, Wales and South Wales. So what I'm trying to do here is actually have a workflow from the top all the way down to the community level. So we end up with trusts, and the trusts will have areas within the trust to service. They will have providers to service the areas within the trust. So you'll have multiple providers servicing each trust to deliver outcomes for each element, and each provider will have community users, groups, and looking at that framework, it's quite simple to look at the workflow as we proceed. So at a national level, to make a difference, the different categories. So if we say we've got £1 million funding, and we're going to actually allocate that £1 million funding across all the different categories. So if we take £1 million funding to equal some outcomes, and we take the weight management, so 10% of the £1 million, and we are expecting to achieve 10,000 outcomes, measurable outcomes for weight management. So this 10%, which is £100,000, is distributed nationally. So you've got the national code and outcomes from each regional area. At a local allocation, there will be southwest, northeast, and the areas, and the split of the allocated funding within the areas, within the region, within the trust, and this can actually be allocated to the provider. So providers service the facility and offer the evidence and the outcomes. So if we say that, clicking all the way through, this provider has two groups going, group 1, group 2, list of users, and that provider has three groups going. So to do weight management in this region for these areas, these providers have these groups working. Audit end to end, you end up with weight management at a national level to provide 10,000 outcomes. If we take the weight management budget of 20,000 to obtain 2,000 outcomes at a regional level. At a local level, because the we will have a number of local areas within a region, and we'll have multiple providers within a region, and all can be identified through the code structure. So we end up with a list of users that have registration, personal statements and certificates. I'll start another video because I've got a limit of 5 minutes on the application that I'm using, and I'll send the next one through. Cheers.